Good afternoon, everybody. This is Paul, and I'm here live at the Shirdi Sai Temple here in Los Angeles. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming Mother Divine course, exploring the Sri Chakra, which is the home of Mother Divine, starting this Sunday. And I wanted to share a little bit about what the course is about. You know, when you want to access Mother Divine, when you want to connect to her in a very powerful way, you have to have a process. You have to have a mantra. You have to have a yantra in order to have a very strong and powerful connection, a form, a vehicle, a path, clearly stated by a saint or someone who has experienced that energy directly. In this upcoming course, we're going to dive deeply into what is the pathway for us to access Mother Divine's energy, Mother Divine's creation, Mother Divine directly in the form of the nature. You know, the Sri Chakra has been around for millennium, and it's the Sri Chakra which is the sacred geometry or the form in which Mother Divine embodies. And in this form of Mother Divine, you're going to understand her creation, what comprises it, what are the aspects of her energy that will manifest when we engage in a process, a meditation process designed to connect, not in an ethereal way, not in just dreams, but to really connect powerfully to her energy. Everything in creation needs a form, and the divine takes the form. We're at the Shirdi Sai Temple. We're here in the Mother Divine part of the temple, where we have a 5.5 foot statue of Mother Divine. And we chose that statue because it's her energy that is embodied in that structure. Similarly, when we want to engage in a process of meditation, we have a clear intention. We know the access points to the mother's energy. We know that when we enter her structure, we discover the mystical part of creation that isn't always known to everybody, isn't clear. You know, we walk amongst the world and we're really not conscious or have a really deep connection with the things that are part of her creation. For example, the angels, the cities, the different angles of abilities that as you begin to start to connect to Mother Divine, she blesses you with certain abilities, and she also bestows her blessings and her grace. Going into this process of this 4 week course will lead up to the celebration of Mother Divine in the mystical Indian tradition called Navaratri, which is the 9 days of Mother Divine and her different forms. And we will be entering prior to this period by engaging in a process of meditation, a process of accessing her energy and opening and awakening that so that we can receive and we learn to have a really more intimate and more powerful connection with that divine feminine, which is reflected in the nature. So, what can you expect? Well, we'll be introducing mantras. We'll be introducing yantras, which are forms and structures and sacred geometry designed to help us lift our energy and to expand our soul capacity so that we can receive tremendous amount of blessings. You know, the mother is a very mysterious uh, being, and she does have form as well. She is the mirror of our soul. When people ask the question, why do you want to connect Mother Divine? Well, it's very simple. If you want to know who you are and where you came from, you need to understand that the divine feminine is part of that equation. And when you have the divine feminine, you also have the divine masculine, which is the aspect of creation, which is that consciousness that protects and guides and shows us who we are, where we came from, and reveals to us the love that we have in our soul. Really, the spiritual path is about self discovery. And once we discover who we are, we become enlightened, we become aware, and we become connected to our capacity. That's why we're doing a course. That's why we're engaging in a process. You cannot access the mother without the discipline of a course and a discipline of meditation and a discipline of a practice, because part of accessing Mother Divine is about cultivating your soul vibrations, increasing your capacity to receive, increasing your protection circles, increasing your awareness, opening up your third eye, making it strong, accessing your creation point within your soul so that you can consciously create. And this is what the rishis did. This is what the yogis did. This is the discipline that Sri Kaleshwar introduced to his students. Why I spent 14 years in India was because I had to engage in the practice of meditation, mantra repetition, and yantra, understanding the dynamics between sacred geometry and the power that's contained in these sacred geometry, and also the mantra, which is the vibrations, which is the Shakti that we cultivate inside of us so that we can purge out the blockages, remove the negativity, and increase the positivity within us. Mother Divine is nothing but a reflection of who we are, that divine consciousness, that divine Shakti, that divine presence that we carry with us whenever we interact with people. The Sri Kaleshwar path, which is what all these processes, mantras, and yantras came from, is a lineage of divine beings that did the same practices. Understanding how the 5 elements need to be purified within us so that we can become strong. And then once we become strong, we're able to stand as we're connecting to Mother Divine in a strong, powerful way so that we can receive. Once we receive, we can share it with the rest of the world, with the people that are in our lives and the people that we come in contact with. So I want to invite everybody to come and join us this Sunday. And you can register for this class. It's a very nominal fee of $108, and it's designed over 4 weeks. By going to the website www.srikaleshwaruniversity.org. And when you go to the website, you can read and you can reach out to me if you have any questions, if you have any inquiries about the course. And we encourage everybody to register because the process of connecting to Mother Divine and her energy begins when you reach out and participate in this beautiful course. So thank you all for joining us in this live webinar. I'm getting used to the digital media. It's a very new, dynamic way to spread the message and to connect to people all over. So I want to thank everybody who's listening and watching this broadcast, and I look forward to seeing you in the course this Sunday, the 17th of August. And for 4 weeks leading up to Navaratri. And for 2025, Navaratri will be the 22nd of September to the 2nd of October. God bless you. Thank you all for watching. Take care.